Everything we know about Beetlejuice 2 so far. It's almost showtime. Beetlejuice 2 officially wrapped filming more than 35 years after its beloved predecessor hit theaters in 1988, becoming an instant critical and commercial hit. The OG film follows recently deceased couple Adam, Alec Baldwin, and Barbara Maitland, Geena Davis, as they summon the undead exorcist Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, to scare off the family who moves into their home after their deaths. Beetlejuice director Tim Burton shared an update about the forthcoming sequel via Instagram in November. Just finished shooting Beetlejuice 2. Thank you to everyone involved, he wrote. Production on the film paused when the SAG-AFTRA strike began in July and resumed after the labor dispute was resolved nearly 4 months later. In September, Burton told The Independent that Beetlejuice 2 had only a day and a half left of shooting when the strike went into effect. We know what we have to do. It is 99% done, the filmmaker said at the time. Keaton will reprise his role as the titular mischievous ghost. During an October interview with Empire magazine, the actor called the sequel the most fun I've had working on a movie and I can't tell you how long. Catherine O'Hara and Winona Ryder will also return as stepmother and stepdaughter Delia Dietz and Lydia Dietz, respectively. Baldwin and Davis, however, will not appear in the sequel. Beetlejuice 2 will also introduce several new characters: Jenna Ortega as Lydia's daughter, Astrid, Willem Dafoe as a ghost detective/former B-movie action star, and Monica Bellucci as Beetlejuice's wife. Beetlejuice 2 cinematographer Haris Zamberlucos teased details about the sequel's story during an August conversation with The Wrap. At its heart, Beetlejuice is a story about a family, Zamberlucos said. And now it's 30 years later, and what are the intricacies and the human condition in keeping a family together all that time, set in the craziest world possible. That's why I choose projects. That human connection for me is always at the forefront. Fans learned a few more details in the trailers. We know that the Dietz family will return to their old home in Winter River, where Astrid will summon Beetlejuice, despite warnings from her mother. While plot points beyond that are still a mystery, the trailers showed plenty of havoc that Beetlejuice will wreak on the small Connecticut town in his signature style of fear and fun. During a September interview with The Independent, Burton said that he tried to make Beetlejuice 2 in the same spirit as the original fantasy horror comedy. I really enjoyed it, he said. I tried to strip everything and go back to the basics of working with good people and actors and puppets. It was kind of like going back to why I liked making movies. Ortega called her time filming Beetlejuice 2 some of the most fun I've ever had on a set while speaking to Entertainment Tonight at the 75th Annual Emmy Awards in January 2024. She added that the film is visually so exciting due to the use of practical effects. Everything was practical. I think we're not using very much CGI or something like that at all, Ortega said. Everyone did an incredible job. I felt so lucky to be there, it was insane. I can't wait for people to see. Ortega shared more details about her character in a February 2024 interview with Vanity Fair. She's weird, but in a different way and not in the way you'd assume, I would say, she teased, noting that Lydia and Astrid's mother-daughter relationship will play a very important part in the film. I wouldn't say Astrid is bright and sunny at all, Ortega continued. She doesn't go to the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm not wearing pink and a cheerleader, but I am a little bit against my mom's history or past. We butt heads quite a bit. The film's first poster was released in January 2024 and revealed that the movie's official title is Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, seemingly a play on how the titular ghost's name needs to be called multiple times in order for him to be summoned. Day-O, the Banana Boat song, a Jamaican folk song popularized by Harry Belafonte, was a memorable part of the OG Beetlejuice. While possessed by Adam and Barbara's ghosts, O'Hara's character suddenly began lip-syncing and dancing to the tune at a dinner party. Before long, her husband and guests joined in. O'Hara confirmed during a March 2024 appearance on Kelly Ripa's Let's Talk Off Camera podcast that the song will be in the sequel as well. Day-O is in the movie, she said before gushing about her experience making the new film. It was just really loose and fun and lovely, and Michael Keaton was so happy to be there. And Jenna is so cool, she said. Jenna Ortega is such a cool young woman. Beetlejuice 2 is set to hit theaters on September 6, 2024. Thanks for watching this video. Please